News 6 at noon.
A woman under arrest accused of abusing her elderly stepmother. Her connection to a viral video that was the center of controversy. Plus, it's an unappealing look for one city after spending thousands on stickers. The stickers aren't sticking, what some are saying the city should do now. But first, we start with our rainy forecast. Let's take a live look outside. This is the Turnpike, and you can see those heavy showers coming down. This is just south of the 417 in Orange County. Let's get to Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos. And Candace, that rain moved in during the overnight hours, and it has been coming down heavy out there.
It really has been. It feels like a tropical system is nearby. Well, it's a tropical disturbance, and it will continue to basically just pour in more scattered showers throughout the next couple of hours. We're going to see a little bit of a break this afternoon, but do expect, and again, a very similar setup as we enter the afternoon, and again on Friday and Saturday, even Sunday. Daytona Beach right now we're at 79 degrees. This is actually the driest point of the day so far for you guys, with wind gusts upwards about 20 miles per hour. The surf, though, still extremely strong out there. So as we zoom in here across Volusia County, you guys racked up almost 3 to 4 inches of rainfall this morning. Some of that light rain now pushing out through Pearson, DeLand, Lake Helen, seeing some light to moderate rain. More light scattered showers from Bellevue down through Coleman, Leesburg, seeing a little pocket of some moderate showers. Now, these heavier downpours certainly will be a possibility, like what we're seeing right now, moving from Osceola into Polk County. Champions Gate, the Four Corners, in and around the attractions. You can see there some of that heavy rain. Some of the worst of it, though, currently there in Davenport. Now, this same tropical disturbance is also catching the attention of the National Hurricane Center. They are once again giving this area a 10% chance of potential development within the next couple of days. An area of low pressure could develop over the Bahamas and then basically just crisscross the state into the Gulf by this weekend. Regardless of what that does, we are looking at a much more unsettled weather pattern for the weekend. We'll have more on that coming up in just a few minutes.
Candace, thank you. FHP is asking for your help to find the driver who hit and killed a pedestrian. The crash happened last night just before 8 o'clock on Colonial Drive near Summeron Boulevard in Orange County. Troopers say a 38-year-old man not in a marked crosswalk walked into the path of a vehicle which hit him. The man was taken to the hospital where he died. FHP is looking for information on the driver and the vehicle. If you know anything about what may have happened, you are asked to call FHP at star 347 or the crime line at 1-800-423-TIPS. Now to a rollover crash on I-4 in Volusia County this morning. It happened around 8:30 in the westbound lanes near the US 92 exit. A Hyundai Santa Fe ran off the road and hit the median guardrail, which caused it to overturn into the ditch. The driver was taken to the hospital but is expected to be okay. In Orange County, a man has been injured from a shooting at an apartment complex. It happened last night around 7:45 at the Goldenrod Point Apartments on North Goldenrod Road near Winter Park. The victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to recover. Orange County deputies have not released any details about a suspect. We'll let you know when we learn more. A man wanted out of Arkansas for murder faced a judge this morning in Volusia County.
Take 2 steps to your right. Keep your hands up where we can see them.
The Volusia County Sheriff's Office posted this video yesterday as they were taking 68-year-old Mark Brown into custody. Brown is wanted by the Arkansas State Police on murder charges. He was caught on North Shell Road west of DeLand, though no other details have been released. Brown is being held on no bond. An unappealing situation in one city. Thousands of dollars in decals in St. Cloud are peeling off sidewalks not long after they were put in place as the city tries to figure out how to stop this from happening again. Your Osceola County community correspondent Stephanie Rodriguez is in St. Cloud and explains what these decals are designed to do.
No alcohol permitted beyond this point. That's what the stickers here in downtown St. Cloud say. But as you can see, some of them are in need of being replaced.
So we installed that over the summer as part of our entertainment district.
If you walked around downtown St. Cloud, you've likely seen these floor graphics. The city paid $22,000 to put them around the area this summer to let people know where they can lawfully have open containers.
And within the boundaries of the entertainment district, you can walk around with beer and wine in approved glass or cups from different restaurants and bars downtown.
But now, just months later, they're in need of TLC.
Most of them are doing fine. There's a few locations where, because of the way that the concrete is, it's more rough and a little more porous in some areas.
During today's Community Redevelopment Agency meeting, city staff will give an update on their damage.
So we're going to be exploring some options for that, whether it's some adhesive spray or maybe doing some refinishing to the concrete to give it a more smooth texture to make them last longer.
What do you think about the stickers?
It's different. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a safety thing, I guess, for alcohol and stuff like that, because I know they do downtown events.
St. Cloud resident Ryan Gaston questions if these peeling decals are the best way to spend taxpayer money.
Probably shouldn't be saying this, but the road is, I mean, they fixed the middle of the intersections, but some of these older roads, they could be probably fixed better than that.
The city does have extra stickers that they can replace these with, but it seems to be the concrete underneath them is what's causing this issue, so they have to figure out what they can do so this doesn't happen again. I'm your Osceola County community correspondent, Stephanie Rodriguez, News 6.
A woman is in jail after deputies say she abused her elderly stepmother. And in a strange twist, the arrest happened at the same home that was the center of a viral video a few months ago where a man said he was racially harassed. News 6's Mark Lehman is learning more about what happened.
Today, I've been going through the arrest report, which details the extent of the injuries investigators say were inflicted on the victim. Deputies tell us they've responded to the home here behind me several times this year. Now at least one person is facing charges. Cheryl Pyle was booked into the Orange County Jail Wednesday on a charge of aggravated elderly abuse. The 55-year-old was arrested at her stepmother's home on Aberton Court, where she's been living with her boyfriend since December. According to the arrest report, someone called for a well-being check after they overheard a heated argument threatening a person's life. When deputies arrived, they found Pyle's stepmother with severe swelling to her face and several injuries on her arm. She later told paramedics her stepdaughter and the boyfriend beat her, adding Pyle kicked her in the ribs. The victim also recalling a time when the couple tied a rope from her bedroom door to the garage door to prevent her from exiting her room.
That's right, record me.
Take your black out of here,
The home where Pyle was arrested is the same address where a solar utility worker said he was racially harassed and uploaded the video to TikTok, where it went viral. Days later, emergency crews responded for an incident involving a suspicious package at the home. No charges were filed in either case, but in the most recent response, Pyle is facing a first-degree felony. While the affidavit claims the suspect's boyfriend also abused the stepmother, he was not arrested when deputies first responded. We're asking investigators why he's not facing charges at this point, and we'll keep you updated with what we learn. In Orange County, Mark Lehman, News 6.
Orange County is responding after Governor DeSantis and Florida's chief financial officer took verbal shots at the county and the city of Orlando. CFO Blaise Ngolea said the state found multiple examples of wasteful spending as part of its DOGE audit. DOGE says Orange County spent $223,000 for LGBT youth services that, quote, promote gender ideology to youth populations. DOGE also claims the city of Orlando spent $150,000 over 3 years to, quote, help illegals evade deportation, and $460,000 since 2020 to count trees as part of the city's tree inventory. Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings responded, saying in part, quote, Orange County takes its responsibility to taxpayers seriously, and we stand by the investments we make in our community. Our budget priorities are guided by the needs of residents and the recommendations of our citizen-led task force. We've also reached out to the city of Orlando for comment, but have not heard back yet. The Trump administration says federal layoffs will soon be coming if the government shutdown continues. And with no negotiations currently taking place, that looks more and more likely. CBS's Natalie Brandt has details from Washington.
President Trump says today he'll meet with the head of the Office of Management and Budget to talk about further cuts of federal agencies as a result of the shutdown, posting, I can't believe the radical left Democrats gave me this unprecedented opportunity.
We're going to look at agencies that don't align with the administration's values that we feel are a waste of the taxpayer dollar. And look, unfortunately, these conversations are happening because we don't have any money coming into the federal government right now.
The administration has already targeted billions of dollars in funding for infrastructure projects in New York and threatened climate-related funding in more than a dozen blue states is next. Sources tell CBS News the head of OMB told House Republicans on a call Wednesday that federal layoffs or reduction in force will happen in the next couple of days.
That's something that the Office of Management and Budget and the entire team at the White House here, again, is unfortunately having to work on today.
He just wants to impose pain on Americans because he thinks that Democrats actually care and that Democrats will be forced to back down.
Despite congressional leadership at a stalemate,
there's no negotiation right now.
There were signs Wednesday of bipartisan conversations among rank-and-file lawmakers trying to find a way forward.
There's a lot of bipartisan hope that we can make this shutdown as short and costless as possible.
No votes are scheduled today due to Yom Kippur, but votes are expected in the Senate on Friday. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
A major cruise liner to cut its voyage short because of a norovirus outbreak. Coming up, we'll tell you which ship was hit and share tips to stay healthy if you get sick while at sea. We'll leave you with a live look on this rainy Thursday. This is our City of Mount Dora cam. You're watching News 6 at noon. We'll be right back.
Introducing the new $25 million Gold Rush Multiplier Scratch-Off from the Florida Lottery.
We're learning nearly 100 people on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship fell ill from norovirus, a very contagious stomach infection. The ship docked in Miami early this morning after the cruise line reported the illnesses to the CDC. CBS's Christian Benavides has been talking with people on board.
I don't think I've ever been that sick in my life.
It's been rough seas for dozens of passengers aboard Royal Caribbean's Serenade of the Seas after a norovirus outbreak.
I got violently sick and I couldn't make it to the bathroom even.
Bob Pettit says he got ill one night after dinner. He's traveling with his son Joshua.
Had there been an outbreak declared already?
We knew it was starting. It seemed a day or two after the ship visited Mexico. All of a sudden they started at the buffet with enhanced protocols of serving, the staff was serving food. I've managed so far to escape. Hopefully, if I can make it one more day and get off the ship without being sick myself.
Okay, we're coming into Panama.
The ship's been on a 13-day voyage through Central America and the Caribbean, departing San Diego on September 19th and arrived this morning in Miami. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 90 passengers and 4 crew members reported symptoms of norovirus, which include diarrhea and vomiting. Royal Caribbean says it's isolated sick passengers and increased cleaning and disinfection procedures.
Is this a cruise ship passenger's worst nightmare?
It is a miserable, miserable 3 days for most people.
Dr. Eileen Marty is an infectious disease specialist.
So if you're on a ship, you hear something like this happening, do you avoid the buffet? What do you do?
Absolutely. You're going to avoid the buffet and just be very, very careful about your hand hygiene.
There is no antiviral treatment for norovirus, so if you do get sick, it's just about treating the symptoms and making sure that you stay hydrated. This is the 19th gastrointestinal illness outbreak on a cruise ship so far this year. That's already outpacing all of last year. Cristian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
All right, turning back now to your forecast here at 12:16. This is a live look from our Launch Credit Union camera out at the port where we are seeing some sunshine. Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos is here. And Candace, some areas, though, today really just being hit with bands of rain over and over again thanks to a tropical disturbance.
Right. This tropical disturbance will have the potential of maybe becoming something a little more tropical, as the National Hurricane Center is still highlighting the zone here as a 10% chance of gradual or potential development in the next couple of days. But the News 6 weather app is going to be super handy as we head into the next couple of days, as we're going to be dodging these tropical downpours off and on. Not going to be a washout. It looks like we are going to see a little bit of a lull with that rain as we head maybe out to lunch and whatnot, but some areas still dealing with some of those heavier downpours. Right now, Volusia County along our coastline finally seeing a break after racking up almost 3 to 4 inches of rainfall within just this morning. And then you can see some of those scattered showers now impacting areas of Pearson, DeLand, down through Orange City as well. Again, just some scattered light to moderate showers. None of this rain is really going to come in a severe way, as most of the instability is not there. It's just tropical moisture, and as it continues to basically just pour from east to west across central Florida, it will be producing little pockets like this where we could get some lightning strikes. We have those heavier downpours right now through Davenport, Champions Gate, Epcot. Right now, not the best day for theme parks this afternoon. And once again, this doesn't mean it's going to be a washout from morning, noon, and night. It's just going to be rounds of rain off and on, maybe a few peaks of sunshine. But overall, that breeze is still going to be the big story over the next couple of days, bringing in those scattered showers and a few downpours. Notice the breeze right now in Brevard County, for instance, in Melbourne, clocking at about 30 miles per hour. So that strong breeze, we have now post-tropical system Imelda. We are still watching some pretty choppy seas out there, small craft advisory, high risk of rip currents. We have beach erosion still possible, high surf advisory. So all of those advisories on the coastline remain due to the combination of those rough seas from many different systems, as well as the breezy weather we are currently dealing with. So as we take you here throughout the next couple of hours, you can see we will see a little bit of a break in the rain. Modeling has actually been doing a fantastic job kind of timing out the rain. It did bring a lot more rain earlier this morning. Again, a little bit of a lull in some of that activity. And then as we head into Friday morning, some scattered showers can't be ruled out. And notice it's just going to be these fast moving rogue showers that will be quickly moving on that breeze from east to west. But now let's check on that hour-by-hour forecast for today.
Sponsored by Strata Air Conditioning and Heating. AC emergency, you ought to call Strata.
Your rain chances for today, about 60 to 70%. Temperatures right now, not too hot, a little warmer as we are drying things out along our coastline. Into the afternoon, though, we're going to continue to stay kind of in those mid to upper 80s. But I do want to show you here, notice that there's going to be a little bit of a spin going on. You see it there right over the Sunshine State come this weekend. That is that area of low pressure that the National Hurricane Center is closely monitoring to see if that will actually develop as it moves into the Gulf. But really, regardless of if it develops or not, we are still going to be dealing with a lot of rain. So I just want to show you the comparison of two different models when it comes to our rainfall. This is the GFS, the American model, picking up between about 3 up to even 6 inches of rainfall along the immediate coastline. The European model still showing the bulk of the rain along the coastline, just not as much rain. So, of course, we're going to continue to watch the fluctuation of these models. But the overall moral of the story here is just make sure to have that rain gear handy. If you have outdoor plans this weekend, just make sure to kind of keep your eyes to the sky, as we will continue to see those fast-moving downpours throughout both Saturday and Sunday.
Candace, thank you. The Trump administration is holding off on imposing tariffs for some imported drugs. Coming up, we'll tell you why they decided to hit pause on the move. And ahead at 5, starting today, Spirit Airlines is cutting service to 11 cities nationwide. What that means for budget travelers looking to fly out of Orlando International Airport. Don't miss Dollars and Cents with investigator Donovan Myrie tonight at 5. The Trump administration has delayed the 100% tariffs on some imported drugs. President Trump threatened to impose the tariffs on brand name or patented drugs last week, though he said they wouldn't apply to drug makers who are building manufacturing plants in the U.S. They were set to go into effect yesterday, but a White House official says the tariffs are on hold while the administration evaluates companies' proposals to lower prices and increase U.S. manufacturing. However, that official says the tariffs are still being worked on. Bad news for Xbox players. Microsoft is doubling down on price increases for its video game system. The company announced it's raising prices for the console's top subscription tier by 50%. That brings the cost of an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to $30 per month or $360 per year. If you're wondering, Sony's highest subscription tier for its PlayStation is $160. Gamers took to social media to complain about the hike, with many saying they are canceling. It comes as previously announced price increases for the Xbox Series X and S consoles are set to take effect this month. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, as we take you here throughout the next 7 days, rain chances will remain elevated. That does not mean it's going to be a washout of a day, but hit or miss, tropical downpours, gusty winds, all that will be certainly a possibility as we head into that weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Not ideal. That tropical disturbance got to get out of here until we can finally enjoy some of that drier weather. So just keep the rain gear handy. You'll be needing it.
All right, Candace, thank you so much. Switch over to the News 6 Plus streaming app or clickorlando.com to watch News 6 Extra. Our next newscast is at 4. Have a great day.